I think if I hear you call me Becky one more time, six-pack, I'm gonna pop your tops. All six of them.
Who are you?
Hey, this is Matt. Once again, welcome back to another video. This is another request for Lerman, who sent in a very generous donation to my PayPal. Thank you so much for that. And if anyone else wants to request pretty much any type of video, review, movie topic, whatever, you can either send it directly to my PayPal or join me on my Patreon. Both links are down below in the info box. And one of the films he wanted me to review was Fury from 2014, which I know this is a film that a couple people they wanted to hear my opinions on. Now it stars Brad Pitt. You also have Shia, LaBeouf. You got, oh my god, John Bernthal. He was the guy who was in the Netflix Punisher show, which I know I haven't seen yet. It's directed by David Ayer, which some movies I don't mind him directing. Other movies, I'm like, eh. Because I really like Bright, but I'm not really a fan of Suicide Squad. I don't mind End of Watch, but this is... Was it him or someone else that did fucking Sabotage with Arnold? For some reason, I always did like David Ayer and Joe Carnahan mixed. I don't know why. They're not the same. They're not nearly the same. But Fury pretty much is about this tank battalion in World War II. One of their guys is dead, so they get this new guy, the rookie guy, who previously just worked at a typewriter. And the other guys who work in this tank, a lot of cliches. I mean, you got Brad Pitt, who's the commander. You got Shia LaBeouf, who's the Bible guy, religious guy. You got John Bernthal, who's a little bit of the crazy guy. You got, I cannot believe I forgot his fucking name. There's a Michael Peña. You got him as well. It's hard to say that these guys were really that likable of a group. Just the way they acted toward other people. I mean, granted, you could tell maybe they have the effects of war, of course, happening in there. And that's why there's a bit rough and tumble with the dialogue. Yeah, David Ayer, Street Teens I really enjoy. End of Watch I didn't mind. Sabotage I fucking hated. Suicide Squad I didn't like. Bright I enjoyed. And now he's doing this movie with Shia LaBeouf called The Tax Collector. But yeah, these guys are rough and tumble guys. Cursing up a storm. Brad Pitt's not bad in the film. He's kind of as if he's playing a toned down version of his character from Inglourious Bastards. Shia LaBeouf, this is around the time where he's going a bit cuckoo crazy. Michael Peña, this is before he would be in films like Ant-Man. Of course, he had worked with the director before in End of Watch. Of course, John Bernthal as well before he did The Punisher and other stuff. I'm having a hard time with this review. That's why I'm stumbling, fumbling, and bumblefucking around. Because I didn't mind the film. I didn't hate the film. Believe me, if I hated it, I would say I hated it. Because I don't give a fuck. And the fact of, I don't say what I want to say. But I didn't hate the film. It was interesting to see a movie about one tank division. There's one scene that I think stands out is when Brad Pitt's tank and two others are going down this open field and there's an enemy tank and it takes out the other two, including blowing this guy's on top of one completely the fuck up. That's the thing. This is a fairly gory film, which was not too shabby. But that whole scene where they're dealing with the tank and they're trying to get behind it and it starts shooting at them, and are they going to make it in time? Of course they will, otherwise it'd be a short movie. But the way that was edited, the way that was done, that was a standout scene. I wish there were more scenes of that. That's when I wish there were more scenes of this tank division utilizing their tank. Just pretty much, I don't give a fuck about this new guy. I don't give a fuck about this rookie. Why do we need the cliche of the rookie? He's the more innocent, and he's saying these rough and tumble guys. There's even a point later on where John Bernthal even tells him, "Oh, you're the new guy. You're innocent. You're a good person." I'm like, what are you talking about? Literally 10 minutes before, he was saying, "Fuck you Nazis, blah, 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 fuck you Nazis." He was one of you now. And then John Bernthal's going to say, you're innocent. I'm like, what the fuck? Was that supposed to be the other way around? But I mean, the cast do their jobs well. It's a fairly gory film. Hell, when the new guy gets in, he has to clean up stuff, including a piece of a face that's somewhere that he's got to pick up. Brad Pitt's giving him some tough love. The rookie guy makes a lot of mistakes. He doesn't shoot someone that he's supposed to, so the tank in front of him gets fucked up. People get on fire, and one of them actually shoots himself, so he doesn't suffer from being on fire enough. Some people get run over by a tank. Again, it's a fairly gory film, which was a plus. The cast, like Shia LaBeouf, I've never hated. I don't know him as a person, but I never hated him as an actor, whether it be in Eagle Eye, which I enjoyed, Disturbia. Yes, I like Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. And he does fine in this role, as does everyone else. It's hard to say that I really related or cared about the characters. I guess that's the point, really the point, truthfully, is that these are damaged goods of characters. There's a part at the end where it's like, this is the best job I ever had. And as one reviewer said, sadly, you get the idea that they honestly, at least a part of them, believe that. But I think it's because, I mean, there's a scene where they're in this village and there's these women and Brad Pitt says, "Hey, go fuck one of them," to the rookie. And the woman like kisses him, so he must have gotten the nookie. I'm like, wow, that was easy. And then the other men are treating these women like trash. And in a way, Brad Pitt's trying to put a stop to it. And then when this battle happens and the women get killed and the rookie's trying, and John Berthal's like, "What the fuck you doing? Just get back in the tank." Maybe that was the reason they gave John Bernthal the scene later on where he's like, "You really are innocent. You're a good person." But again, like 5 minutes before that, he's like, "Fuck you Nazis." I can't say I really cared a tremendous amount about the characters. The actors did their jobs well, but spoiler alert, starting now, when the characters started dying, at the end, I can't say I felt much of a loss. Brad Pitt, they're on a tank. They just stop by a landmine. An SS battalion's coming, and for some fucking reason, Brad Pitt wants to stay. We don't hold this crossroad because he doesn't want to leave his fucking tank. And then the other men decide to stay there too. So good job, Brad Pitt. You just signed most of your men a death warrant for a stupid fucking reason. Because I think he even says that it's their final push, so it's pretty close to the end of the war. Just a really dumb decision on Brad Pitt's part, in my opinion. And then something gets through the tank and kills John Bernthal's character. A mishap with a grenade. Michael Peña jumps on it. He gets blown up. Well, that's weird. He doesn't really get blown up. It's more like, whoo, and then he's dead. Shia LaBeouf, he sticks his head out, gets shot in the eye. The weird one is Brad Pitt. I said spoilers. The Germans drop like 2 fucking grenades, and they land almost right nearby Brad Pitt, and it explodes. Maybe they're, I guess they weren't grenades. I thought they were. Because then later on when the rookie sees Brad Pitt, he's got like a couple, he's dead, but he's got like some cuts on him and stuff. You would think, I guess they were not grenades. I'm trying, let me see. Does it say here what they were? Because I thought he'd be blown to fucking pieces with that. Potato masher grenades into the tank. Yeah, those are like the big stick grenades. So do they not make much of an impact, or? Because it goes right into the tank, and I swear they land right near Brad Pitt's character, but whatever. Also, I didn't understand the whole thing. I guess the rookie's hiding. A random German soldier sees him, decides not to kill him. I guess is trying to be a counterbalance because the rookie at the beginning, he didn't want to kill anyone. So maybe this is like the German equivalent. But the entire film has been about this Nazi scum, fuck them, fuck them. Is that the point David Ayer is trying to make? Is that the people who thought like that, they're the ones who died, but the kid who tried to have some innocence, he gets saved by a counterpoint of his innocence? Maybe I'm overthinking it. Maybe I'm overthinking the shit. People are like, are you sure you didn't hate it? No, I'm just criticizing it because I wouldn't say I loved the film. I wouldn't say I loved it and loved it. I do think when the action scenes happen, and mainly that one tank, I wish there were more of those tank sequences. With the, was it a tighter tank? I want to get that exact. SS tighter tank. Yeah, I thought that was the best part of the movie. I thought the movie would be more about that. Like more about this journey in this tank and all the missions they're doing within this tank and the bond of these men within this tank. And there's some of that. But I don't know, I don't know what it was, man. I mean, I appreciate the gore. I appreciate the acting. I like a lot of those actors. I didn't give a fuck about the rookie character. I'm like, oh, the rookie, the new guy survived. That's a cliche. In fact, it would have been more interesting if the Bible guy or or the crazy guy like John Bernthal, if those characters lived, that would have been more surprising. Oh, the innocent rookie, the cliche. Sometimes I can enjoy cliches, and sometimes it gets a bug up my ass. I don't know how to put it. I guess in retrospect, was I a big fan of the movie? No, I would never see the film again. Is it better than Glorious Bastards? It felt like I went at a faster pace, but I would say I like Brad Pitt's acting more in that film. But in Glorious Bastards, one of the issues I have is like the first 30, 40 minutes is just one fucking scene that people praise to high heaven, and I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Just skip it, cut it out, in my opinion. That's just me. But I mean, if I look at David Ayer's filmography, I like Street Teens more. I like Bright more. I'll put it, I like End to Watch more. I'll put it above Sabotage. Is that still his worst film? Suicide Squad is... I don't know. I can't sit here and say I hate the film and it gave me a sense of rage, because it didn't. But it's just like, well, World War II movies, there's so many World War II films. I go, well, I enjoyed Hacksaw Ridge, and I would rather watch that than this. I liked Saving Private Ryan. I liked The Thin Red Line. I'd rather watch those two movies than this. Like I said, I can't say I really liked a lot of the characters. The actors did their jobs well, but I can't say I really cared much about these characters. Keep repeating that, I know. And I wish there was more tank duels with other tanks, because that was the best part of the movie. And if I want to watch a World War, or maybe want to rewatch Kelly's Heroes, honestly, with Clint Eastwood. I don't know why. I just think of tanks. I think of Donald Sutherland. Makes me want to rewatch that movie. I'm like, oh, the one guy's the last survivor. I thought that was just like cliche and typical, and oh my god. And then the last shot where the camera pulls out and the whole fucking wreckage is in the form of a fucking skull. And I went, really? Because war is hell. Yeah, war is hell. War is hell. So yeah, I didn't hate the film. I didn't. I thought it had a budget to it. I don't think it was boring. Couple of the action sequences, the visceral gory moments kept me interested. The actors, I liked the cast, but again, the characters, I didn't give a fuck about their fate. The rookie, I thought he was the most annoying, irritating guy of the group. Part of me understood why Brad Pitt was getting so pissed off at him. Because it does make you go, well, what I mean, you know what? If I want to see that done better, I'll see it done in a film like Casualties of War. I know it's a different war, but, you know, Michael J. Fox and the friction with him and Sean Penn and about innocence, and like Casualties of War did that much better. Yeah, it was a different movie, but Casualties of War I really enjoy. Or I'll watch a film like Platoon, which I really enjoyed, and I reviewed on here. Or even a film like Hamburger Hill or Full Metal Jacket, or There was that tank movie I reviewed called, was it The Beast? That took place in Afghanistan. That's a tank movie I enjoy more, with Jason Patrick, which I reviewed on here. Some have a different title, but it's what I saw. It was called The Beast. I already forgot what year it was, but yeah, Jason Patrick was in it, and I think it was Kevin Reynolds who would go on to direct Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. I could be wrong on that though. Don't quote me on that. But yeah, I enjoyed that movie. And that was about a tank. I didn't hate it, but there's stuff that just had a bug up my ass about it. I don't know how to put it. Oh well. But thanks for watching. Take care. We'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.